Laura's Healthy Style, and I'm baking chocolate cupcakes that are very low carb. In fact, they're actually keto. The reason keto has worked so well for me is because I'm using high quality ingredients. I'm not using Crisco, I'm using grass-fed butter, organic. I'm buying the most quality ingredients that I can possibly find. And I've lost 25 pounds on the keto diet since I've been cooking this way. And I've already oiled my sill pad here, all ready to go. I just got this today, a couple days ago. I'm so excited to use this for the first time. And my ingredients are some cocoa that I got from Williams-Sonoma. This is from Italy. It's amazing cocoa. I'm going to be also using monk fruit. This is the brown, the golden brown monk fruit. Eggs that are pasture raised, and vanilla, alcohol-free vanilla, blanched almond flour. So right now I already have the butter warming up, so it's nice and room temperature. It's always good to have your ingredients room temperature when you're baking. So now I'm going to whip this up a little bit, and I'm going to add the monk fruit, a half cup of monk fruit. Except it helps to have this plugged in. Okay, I have grass-fed, 1/3 of a cup of grass-fed butter here in my bowl, and it's already been sitting out getting room temperature. It's always good to have your ingredients room temperature when you're baking. Now I'm going to add monk fruit, about 1/2 cup, and this is golden monk fruit today. Next I'm going to add the eggs. I have 3 pasture-raised eggs. I'm going to add those one at a time, and they are organic as well. I always like to go with organic whenever possible. Really important for our health to go with organic. Second egg. And the third egg. It's important to add the eggs one at a time because otherwise it gets too sloppy. It doesn't get properly absorbed into the sugar and butter mixture. So now I'm going to go ahead and add about a teaspoon. This is really a teaspoon size. A teaspoon of vanilla. This is simply organic vanilla extract. And the reason I love this is because it's alcohol-free. And it's kind of syrupy too. Can't do that with regular vanilla extract. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the cocoa. This is amazing cocoa. I got this at Williams-Sonoma, and this is from Italy. It's absolutely incredible. This is like, you can use any organic cocoa. I'm going to add about 6 tablespoons. You can see that I'm not the best measurer, not an exact measurer. When it comes to cocoa, more is better. Now because it's so powdery, if I start mixing it right away, it's going to be all over the place. So we're just gonna gently get it incorporated into the butter, monk fruit, egg mixture. Now we need to add about a 1/2 cup of milk. This is amazing milk that I get from the local farm store. So we're going to add about a 1/2 cup of milk. Again, we have to gently add the milk because otherwise it'll splatter all over the place. That's the last thing we want, is chocolate milk splattered everywhere. And now we're going to add the almond flour. This is almond flour that I've already added about 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda already mixed in. It's about 2 cups of almond flour, blanched almond flour. Blanched means that they've taken off the skins of the almonds before they've ground it. I get this from Vitacost. This is Bob's Red Mill. The reason why I love this is because it is non-GMO. It's really difficult to get organic almond flour, But Bob's Red Mill, I trust them with their ingredients, the best quality ingredients that they can get. Now the ones that are not blanched, it's pretty nice actually. I've made a lot of my keto bread with the almond flour that is not blanched. These are going to be so delicious. So I think we'll add just a little bit of heavy cream to this. Just a little bit. And this is organic. The frosting is going to have some of that organic heavy cream as well. Make sure that it's all blended up. This is definitely a rich recipe, very keto, all good fats. Let's see if it tastes good. Gotta lick the beaters, right? Yum. Okay, now I'm gonna add to the cups, which I have pre-greased with a little bit of coconut oil. I think that you don't really need to do that, but I like to use a little bit of oil to get them out of the soap pad a little bit easier. I've gone ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees and cook these for about 15 to 20 minutes. Next is the buttercream frosting. First I'm going to whip up the butter. This is grass-fed butter. Next, to give it a little more moisture before we add the monk fruit, add a little bit of heavy cream and some more of that vanilla. Vanilla and chocolate go together very well. Next we'll add the cocoa. I'm going to add about 5 tablespoons of cocoa. Maybe about 4. About 6. Here you can see it's very powdery. Now we're going to add the last thing, and that's the powdered monk fruit. Not too much. That's about 1/3 of a cup of powdered monk fruit. Don't need a lot of sugary taste to make it taste great. So most people use like Crisco for buttercream frosting, which that's not good for you. That's made with palm oil, not good, not great ingredients. This is real buttercream frosting with grass-fed butter, organic. There you go.
Amazing.
Wow. All right, so then once the cupcakes are cooled down, then I'm going to frost them using this equipment. I'm going to go ahead and get this loaded up. I'm going to put a little rubber band at the top here. And so now we've got that ready to go, and I'm going to put that inside of this other bag that I've got the tip all set up for. Okay, so after the cupcakes have cooled down, you want to make sure that they're cool. You put on buttercream frosting. Frosting will melt if they're not cooled down all the way. Because remember, it has butter in it. It's buttercream frosting. Ta-da! Delicious. Please subscribe and hit that bell and let me know what else you would like to see.